classic that we will always wear is the hoop, and I'm a hoop earring person. That's my go-to always. This is again 10 karat. This is a tricolor flat hoop earring, $50 off. And I believe, Andre, again, I have less than 100 to go around for everybody. These are 1 inch in the length. The colors on your hair are gonna be the yellow, the rose, and the white gold in that tricolor. These are pierced with a joint and catch closure, so you're gonna get that stability without having to think about the back falling off. But are you just like me, Jana? Like, hoops is my go-to always.
Oh, and these are the perfect size. Not only are they tricolor, so now you get to mix and match, but when you see them on Kenya from across the room, they are literally the perfect size that you can wear to any occasion. These are the ultimate go-to, whether it's work or a night out in the town. These are one of the most versatile pairs of earrings that you can add to your jewelry wardrobe, and they're gold.
And I
love gold at that.
I love that ribbed texture also. When we're talking about these earrings, they're ribbed. They're, you know, again, going to be in that flat profile on here. It just gives it a, maybe you have a lot of hoop earrings, but do you have them in a tricolor? Do you have them with the texture that these come with? Again, it's just something different.
That texturing, and when you see it going back and forth, it just adds this radiant light to it. The light bounces. So think about it. When we think about taking a selfie or anything else, we think about the light coming back to our face, right? This is a pair of earrings that ignites your cheek line and just gives you that radiant burst of light that you crave all the time. So it's that instant uplighting that you want. And it's their simple elegance that makes them so timeless. A pair of hoops doesn't go in and out of style. It is iconic style. That's the greatest thing about this. And the tricolor is going to go with everything in your jewelry wardrobe at such a fabulous, fabulous size. They are literally going to be your go-to. And I love clearance jewelry. You put my name near clearance jewelry any day of the week, and I'm like, yes, I'm in.
Well, you also mentioned, Jana, about adding a Heidi Daus portion. So we're going to jump into the Heidi Daus pieces, but I want to kick off talking about Heidi Daus with the one that I teased a little bit earlier. This I cannot believe we're doing. So first off, if you've never been introduced to Heidi Daus before, her pieces are very unique. They're very